Hey everyone, Mineycart here, you can call me Miney, and welcome back to Final Fantasy V, guys, episode, I believe, 25, I already should have checked this before we started. But I'm back today, guys, with another special guest. He's returning once again. He is the ghost that never seems to leave this series. It's the wonderful Aeth on Stormwind, otherwise known as Aeth. How are you doing today?
Hello, everyone. And I'm not doing too bad, thanks. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm very happy to be playing this game again. I've been spending the past week or so getting another series, which you guys would have been seeing coming out on the channel, recorded. I've actually recorded the entire series because I got a bit, do you ever have like those like almost neurodivergent like hyper focuses where you just hyper focus on something and record, I don't know, say 33 episodes of a Let's Play in like a week?
Not that I record it, but I've definitely had moments where I've just hyper-focused on a single game and got it done in like a day or two.
So you can relate. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Great. Okay. In between episodes, well, let's say in between episodes, it's been a while, like I say, since I recorded this. So if I am a bit disorientating, do forgive me. But I do have also wonderful Aeth here to help me out. Also, Aeth did give me some advice, which I have enacted on. Specifically, not putting mine in the back row. That was not the advice he gave me. He gave me much better advice than that. It was to do with what Manny was had in their accessories.
Yes, to equip the Elven Mantle. Because even though it says evade physical attacks, which will help, it's coded badly so that it would evade attacks in general. So both magical and physical attacks. And it will activate 33% of the time on top of whatever your shield will be doing and the samurai's sword grab ability. So you have 3 separate chances to evade with that equipped.
That sounds very useful. And the other thing I did, not magic, it would be ability, is we changed Manny's ability changed back, didn't it? Oh yeah, because I reloaded the save state.
Yeah.
We were playing around and doing this, and then, of course, I'm such a klutz. We said cover, didn't we?
Yes, so you're going to have to change his equipment again.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, because it optimizes. But the reason for that is the Mineycart ability is actually coded wrong. It's meant to do half damage and then stun. It just does the half damage. It never stuns.
Well, I want to say it, like, we've got very broken stuff in other capacities in this game. I'll take this being broken in the wrong way.
Hmm.
You know, like, we win some, we lose some kind of thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway, in the last episode, you may remember I was flying around for ages trying to work out where the fuck I was supposed to go, because the one thing I'll say about this game, maybe I'm just stupid, but there's some points where I'm just like, where am I supposed to go now? And you guys remember I came in here, and we spoke to this guard, who said, state your name and business. But what I didn't do is I didn't speak to this guard, I just left. I was just like, bye! Okay, there's nothing for me here. I'm just like, Miney, please. Like, speak to everybody. So,
Rule 1 of RPGs. Try pulling that nice obvious thing on the wall there.
You don't have to say it like that. You don't have to say this nice obvious thing. State your name and business. Stand down. This is King Gallup of Bao. Let them in, you cretins. King Exodus is leading the fleet to Exodus Castle. Really?
Exodus is leading the attack to Exodus Castle, is he?
Did I misread that sentence?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Exiat?
Zizat.
One of the Dawn Warriors, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone who fought along... Oh yeah, we had that reveal! Which I feel like I kind of saw coming. Like, not overtly, but like when it kind of happened, I was like... It was... Not as strongly as the Faris reveal, but I was like, this doesn't surprise me that much. Which isn't a bad thing, because it means the game's hinting at it in the right way. But the fact that I didn't overtly realise it is, I think, the good thing. Like, I knew, but I didn't overtly know.
if you went, if you on while you had the black chocobo back in the first world, you could have gone to Miney or Bart's hometown and got a little hint that it may not have been from this world.
I feel like I might have seen what you're talking about, but I might not have.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, the series has been going for like 2.5 years, and it's been restarted, or not restarted, but replayed up to a certain point. Maybe that's what I should do with Final Fantasy VIII. Like, I should replay up to where I'm at. So yeah, we were talking about Final Fantasy VIII because obviously we're recording this ahead of time, and as of yet, I need to work out what I'm doing with that series because we realised that series is 3 years old, and
Yeah, it's also been a while for that one.
it has. I've been dragging my heels with these games. I want to enjoy these games, so I'm just taking like 3 years to play them. It's not that I'm taking 3 years to actually play them. I'm just not playing them for 3 years. That's what I'm doing. No, okay. Anyway, this way, please.
Here's a sneak bit of content that you guys were here first. Is I'm planning to do a modded playthrough of Final Fantasy IX.
Ooh.
The moment I get done with my Grandia Challenge one that I'm doing currently.
At the time of running, yeah. So if he's not done with that by now, it will be soon. So go and check out Aeth. I will of course link him in the description. But yeah, I enjoy Final Fantasy IX. It was the first Final Fantasy game I played, and funny enough, it was the game where Platty brought me this controller that I'm holding now, which I kind of need to replace because the wires are getting really frayed. But that costs money, and the controller's still working for now, so I'm gonna, ride it out kind of thing. Anyway, please take anything within the castle that might help you. Oh, you didn't have to tell us that, just take it anyway. Thank you.
First rule of adventuring: take anything that isn't nailed down. If it's nailed down, take it anyway.
Yep. Hello. Please take... Yep, you've said that. Can I?
And I'll be right back. My son's serving in a moment.
No worries. Alright. I can't sit in this chair properly. Damn it. I want to be the king. Let me be the fucking king. Right, anyway. While Aeth takes care of that, we'll go ahead and... oh, the roof. I love that. I was like, we'll go ahead and... Oh, the roof. But yeah, it's so nice to be playing this game again. As much as I've loved playing through GTA 3 the past couple of week or so, there's something so nice about playing like a game of this caliber. Ooh, what's this? It is the Surrogate Castle of Surgate. I love how, like, I read names, like, in this sort of a game, and I'm like, oh, word I know. Surrogate. No, it's Surgate.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. I'm just in the Surrogate Castle's library, apparently, because apparently this is the Surrogate Castle, not the Surgate Castle.
It is Surrogate.
Yeah, I was saying Surrogate for some reason. I feel like there's something quite important within these pages. This is the library's oldest tome. However, half of the pages have been lost, so it cannot be read. Sounds like
almost as if half of the library is in a different world.
We found a book that is over 1,000 years old. However, we've only been able to recover half of it, so we cannot read it. It's entitled The Sealed Tome. Fucking hell, I cannot speak.
Yeah, you've actually had reference to that before in the Library of the Ancients.
Vaguely remember now, you say. We can't find the remaining half of the book anywhere. We've looked over every book on the planet. Yeah, I get the vibe it's not here. Or not in this world, anyway. This is a book chronicling there you go, the horrible atrocities visited upon the land by Exeter 30 years ago. Such a nightmare must never be allowed to happen again. Well, I hate to break it to you, but it's probably going to happen again unless we do something about it. I swear, for some reason I thought it was about to go outside and we swear I'm up to no good.
And that's another hint about it.
I swear I've seen a book that looks just like this. Okay. Don't interact with
You
the
won't be able
clock.
to do anything about that for now. I'll say that much.
Okay. It's down here. Or up here. I guess this is up. Yeah. Oh no, that was down, because this is an up staircase. Little book. Picked up forbidden book.
Yeah, you need to put it in the right spot. You have to do it one by one.
This book
So
is
you
too
need to
heavy, I
find-
can't carry 2 books at the same time.
You need to find which bit is the right section for that book and put it in it.
Ah. Do we? Is it X shelf? No. Oh, is it or just yeah? T to V.
It's a TV
no.
shelf.
So
I don't see a TV on that shelf.
Yeah, I know, right? Scammed. Yes. Okay. What we got here? The register of monsters about here? Not quite. I don't think. The next one along. There we go. Okay, and the final one. Weird Ronka. Why does that sound like a
Believe it or
manga?
not, you've been with Wonka. You've actually been to the Wonka ruins, believe it or not.
Oh, is that where the big fight happens with Lena's dad?
Where the Earth crystal was, yes.
Ah. Hello. Thank you. Now I'm going back to my room.
Now you can follow her.
Seems a bit weird to be following ladies back to their rooms.
There's a reason for it.
Okay. Oh, more books. The Book of Magic, Volume 3. I am a mage who knows how to lance. This isn't the secret to my strength.
Yep. A dragoon that knows how to cast spells.
Thanks for your help back there. Oh, now I think of it. They say there's some strange magic that allows you to levitate, and it's hidden somewhere in the castle.
Yep,
Okay.
past her room, in fact.
What's
If I remember
down
right.
here? There's a
This is the other reason you want to do that. Free stuff!
I just got back from the Northern Lake and whoa, you know it's all surrounded by mountains, right? Makes sense. Well, I was up there and this huge eye started glaring at me. It's amazing. I made it back. It's amazing I've made it back alive. It's not amazing. It's amazing that he made it back alive. The one problem with playing these older Final Fantasy games that don't have voice acting is, which is basically in 310, is it makes me read. And I cannot read very well. We saw that when I played Doki
Yeah.
Doki Literature Club. What do you mean, yeah? What do you mean, excuse
It happens
me?
a lot.
What do you mean,
It
yeah?
happens a lot in these older games. I mean, Grandia has partial voice acting, but that was literally the start of voice acting right there and then. It was not a very common thing, even in the PS1 era.
Oh, well, I was up there and this huge... Oh, yeah, whatever that bit.
Huge eye. What do you think that could be?
I'm not sure. Ooh, nice gun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do. Okay, let's come up here. Oh. Upstairs again. Free stuff! Oh, oh no. Let me in. Wanna ram raid your house. Float! We got the ability!
Yep. As I said, you had to go through her little room in order to get it.
Oh god. Went through so many chores. Well, a chore, but we got it. Okay. Back downstairs we go then. Yep. There we go. All the books are back out.
Yeah, you would have to do that every time.
Well, we're never going to see her again. Never mind, look, we'll have to go and see her again. Oh my god, there's a caution there I want to check. Watch it not have anything in there now. Yep, told you. Right, okay. So now we've looked up here. Let's look in the other areas of the castle. Start down here. Basement 1. Lots of beds. All the chests are open. It's interesting.
Yeah, basically as a representing storage lockers.
Okay. You should be able to land your dragon on the king's ship. Okay.
Hinting where you need to go next.
King Exat, or how do you pronounce it?
X's are often pronounced it as Z's if an E is right afterwards. So Zzat.
Zizat is away, leading the fleet to Exodus Castle. Exodus Castle is well fortified on the big bridge side, but the eastern side is relatively unprotected. That's what you think. If we can destroy the barriers around Exodus Castle, yeah? Where were you going when I said
Oh,
this?
you're at this bit.
Well,
I just realised where you are in the story.
we'll defeat the castle until King Ziat returns. Oh. We'll defend the castle. Big difference. Until King Ziat returns. I can read, guys, I promise. B2.
No comment.
Oh, there's an inn. I'm not paying to sleep. I just use a tin. Hey, stuff. Hey, how are we doing on this
Yeah.
stuff?
You got no ethers.
I will probably buy an ether. I just want to see if there's anything else I should grab.
There is equipment to buy here. I will say that.
Yeah, fair point. We'll come back and get an ether. Hello. Oh, I should probably get some. Oh yeah, I don't have any potions, so I should probably buy some potions.
At this point, you should be getting high potions rather than potions because potions won't cut it.
Roger, roger. I love the fact I've got 25 of these things, which I never fucking use. And I've
Yeah,
got,
because
like,
the status
no
elements
potions.
rarely get trigger, and when
Well,
you
I can
do,
I guess I could sell some of them.
they don't sell for much.
Eh. I'll make some money out of them.
There's stuff like the Iron Draft. It's, if you're not using a chemist, get rid.
I'm not.
The Turtle Shell is the same thing. Only works with the chemist.
For other things that I've got exactly 25 of. Oh, no, we got some mallets.
Old Mini such a West status in this game. You very rarely see it.
What are you looking at?
Mini is what the mallet cures.
Oh. And
So,
Maiden's Kiss.
I don't remember being afflicted with it ever.
Great, and I have 25 of them. Why did? Okay. Oh.
Yep. I didn't say it was going to be cheap.
Why is it so expensive?
Welcome to the mid game.
Okay, well.
Equipment wise, armor wise, you won't find anything like massively more better than what you have. The main thing here is the new weapons.
See, the thing here is I'm like, well, both of these are an improvement for Faris, but which one's better? Or
One's
assume
head,
the more
one's...
expensive one. Oh, right, yeah.
They're both... one's head, one's body. Both actually improve attack power.
Hmm. Okay. Let's have a look.
Comet is really damn good, let's be honest.
Do I even
Break,
have
Drain, and
Comet?
Bio.
I honestly
You got
forget.
those. You had Comet is a time spell.
Ah. Makes sense.
And then Blink Shell and Asuna.
Then what I'm getting is we need to go and grind to get some money.
Yes. Though you might already have the time spells, because they're the same spells that were available in the previous village that you was at, which you'll be able to take if you check the time magic. Because I know you had some of them. If you go to magic and then time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have Comet, Slow Go, and Return. Comet is the big one. That one does a random amount of damage between 500 and 2,000.
Jesus.
And then its big... then its older brother, Meteor, can do that up to 7 times.
Yeah, this song brings back so many memories. Back then, Zia used to sing it all the time. Learn Swift Song.
New song for your bard. If you're using the bard.
Which I am not. Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Sleeping in the king's bed.
I mean, we already tried to steal his throne.
I mean, you stole his book.
True. Hello. Oh, defend the castle until King Ziat returns. Good work. Alright, time to go do some grinding then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go do some running around.
If you want the new weapons.
Definitely. Also, Aeth pointed out a very important thing to me, which I hadn't realised, that we were wondering where my money went last episode. Well, we've worked it out. Basically, I'm using a pay-to-win spell. Oh,
Yeah,
that's basic.
Zedikage, or Giltos as it's sometimes known, basically speaks for itself. You're throwing money at the problem. Quite literally.
So yeah, that explains where like most of our money went, because we lost like a shit ton of money in the Bimin Drake Vale like mountains.
But
So yeah. On with the
it's
grind.
also a very powerful ability. Because even if you have 20,000 gil, it will hit for 9,999 damage for the first 3 times you use it. Because it looks at your gil total, spends some, looks at that total before the spending it, times that by 3, and then divides by 64 to get the damage. And then that damage bypasses all defense.
Oh blimey.
So it's one of the strongest ways to get through fights, but at the cost of money.
Makes sense. What is up with mining? What is he flashing for?
That was the slow status.
Oh, okay. I really need to learn what the status is like in this game.
If they're flashing white, it's slow. If they're flashing pink, it's stop. If they're flashing, I believe it's orange, it's haste.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to remember the colours for Protect and Shell. Because they have their own colours as well.
many colours. It's like the rainbow.
Really well. Much.
Hey, Lena gained a level. Nice. Okay, let's keep walking around this weird thing that looks a bit like a cat. A cat with one leg and a tail.
Yeah, I find the best place to get money is if you was near the village where you got yeeted to after the battle on the big bridge.
Okay.
Because you can get into fights where you can win about 2,000 per fight.
It's pretty good.
Whereas these you barely get in a few hundred.
Sure, yeah. I think then let's really quickly relocate over there then. You can work out where that was.
You can bring up the map. It's up to the north, if you can see it. The middle north, the northernmost of those white flashing dots is that village I was on about. The fights around there worth pretty good money.
I assume you don't mean the one in the middle of the ocean.
No, the you see on the top of the map there is a zigzaggy bit of the map. The white flashing dot that's there is the village that I was on about. The fights near there are worth a lot of money.
Down a bit.
It should be directly south of you.
There we go. Right.
Yeah.
Time to run around and fight.
Yeah,
I have...
the Biostavis enemies, I believe they're called. Biostavis. This is the fight that gets you the money.
I have memories of the grinding here. I think that's how I ended up with so much money. So I had literally like, I think like 30k that I lost to that.
1,200 gil in that fight alone. And
Jesus.
it took you 3 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to be grinding here a fair bit. Not too much, I don't want to be over grinded, but...
That's the thing, they don't give that much XP either. Because they're actually under-leveled for the area that you go to.
Ah, okay.
They're giving, what, 180 XP per fight? The enemies you were fighting on were giving about 300. So these are trading XP for more money. Especially this fight.
Good to know. Really good to know indeed. If we need the money, then we can come here. But yeah, it makes sense that like it's a trade-off. We don't want to have an enemy that's like it's a bit. I suppose it's probably a bit like in reverse the metal slimes in Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Or the giant metal ones where like they are really good for XP, but I assume not very good for money.
Mhm. And if you just wanted to grind up, say, AP for your jobs, you can go underneath Bow Castle and the fights there. If you are worth 4 to 5 AP each.
I don't know what happened there with the auto revive.
It may have had something on. He may have broke an accessory, because there are a few of those that can do that.
Okay. Let's use the cottage. Restore HP and MP. I like the way we're getting more and more like fancy with these.
Mhm.
We start with tents, now we've got a cottage that we can just take on the move.
Yeah, there's a reason for that in these games. They say that the tents fully restore your HP in that. They don't in Final Fantasy V. They restore half.
Oh.
So something to keep in mind. Is you get given a lot of tents, not many cottages.
Sorry, my neighbour's been very loud today. I don't think it's been picked up on the mic, but I just keep hearing it like very faintly from my headphones.
Yeah.
And it's just very distracting, as you can probably imagine.
I was just say I didn't hear it.
Good. So if you didn't hear it, then that video definitely didn't hear it. But if you did, then you didn't hear it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just audibly deaf.
Got up getting a level, nice. But yeah, running around grinding up some gold. Seems a good time to, again, talk about how much I'm enjoying this game. Like it's really nice to be back to it after, you know, spending a week or so not playing it because I was recording GTA 3, and I kind of got that sort of completionist vibe of like I wanted to finish that. Like I got to the point where I was nearly done, and I was like, I wanted to complete that before I came back to this. Like I did at this point I've got episodes ready through January, so I was like, my main sort of goal is complete, so I can focus on other stuff plus the Saturday videos, which are going quite well, and I'm really enjoying editing them, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching them. By this point there should be a really nice variety of those videos, and they're probably the most fun to plan and record, because they are like the videos where I have to be more creative. It's not just sitting down for 50 minutes in front of a game and playing it. It's, you know, I'm actually having to decide what I want to do. I'm editing them a lot more, as opposed to these Let's Play videos, which are generally just unedited. Like, it's nice to actually have, you know, a video where I put a bit of work into it, and I get to, you know, not that I'm an amazing editor, but, you know, show off my editing skills a bit. I did an unedited video today, the first one I recorded, which was the geography video, which I think would have come out last week, I want to say, at the time of this video coming out. I really shouldn't like date these videos like that, because then if something moves around, it, you know, it makes me look like an idiot. Like I had a Final Fantasy, this will make you chuckle. I had one of the Final Fantasy 5 episodes that was pre-recorded from like back in like March, and I mentioned about the charity stream because it was supposed to be coming out in May. So I had to, when I like edited the video, I had to cut that part out. So I was like, that's just gonna be so weird out of context if it releases in January. Thankfully, I had to edit that video anyway because I'd done it in a weird way. Normally, I literally just record these and then just put them straight onto YouTube, like as the raw file. Well, speaking of which, there we go. Oh, don't attack me. I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. But yeah. I really do enjoy this game. Like, besides anything else, it's just nice to be back playing an RPG again. Even if I'm probably way lost, like, a lot of the elements of this game. Like, the intricacies, you know, like, I am very much, I think I've said this, I said this recently somewhere, I can't remember where, but I'm very much a sort of, I find something that I'm comfortable with and I stick with it. Like, it took me ages to start using the fun size forge in Dragon Quest XI. Like, it wasn't until I got to Octagonia that I actually started using that. And it was literally because I was struggling with the fights, and Dawn Sami came into my chat, and she's like, Miney, you've got to start, like, you know, experimenting a bit more. You've got to, like, you know, make more of a use of that sort of stuff. And then I think she and a few
is
others...
there to break the game.
Oh, definitely. You can definitely break the game with that forge. But yeah, but then she and a few others helped me through using the forge for the first time, and I was like, oh yay, okay, so now I can actually work out how to use this.
Actually, very simple thing, but breaks the game wide open.
It's just like, now I look back, I'm like, it took me to Octagonia to use that. That's quite far into the first stint of the game, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, you've done a... Why is the... Sorry, I'm just noticing on OBS...
Might want to heal, by the way.
Thanks. That my game is lagging a truck. I don't know why. Is it lagging on the screen share for you?
No, it's not. But I am hearing some audible lag.
Interesting. I'm not hearing any audible lag. I'm hearing the neighbour's dog barking a lot though.
Yeah, there's the odd occasion where it's getting a bit crunchy for me, but that could just be Discord.
It probably is. How am I screen sharing, by the way? Let me just check that. 720p 30 FPS. So yeah, actually, let me try closing like a few things. Oh, most of it. Hey guys, this is On the Fly Tech happening live on video. I just checked for a second and I was like, I am recording, I'm not streaming, am I? I was like, I feel like I'd know if I was streaming. I've been recording for 35 minutes, I feel like someone would have said something at this point. I already got a DM from someone going like, oi Money, you streaming? Like,
Well, no, I would have been able to tell.
oh yeah, you would have got a notification.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph's entire tail. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, Discord's using a fair chunk of processing power, but it makes sense given I am screen sharing. Because it's all really good having Aeth here. If you can't see the game, it's a little bit pointless. I mean, I know we're not doing much at the moment, we're just grinding, but it's like I have to describe to Aeth like what I'm seeing. Like, I see pink creatures that look a bit suspect.
Very phallus.
Yes. Wasn't actually? I feel like I remember this area because wasn't this where we were in the stream?
Yeah, and I almost got through the entirety of the first world.
You did.
In that segment.
It's gonna be crazy. It's crazy to think because at this point, by the time of this video going out, like the stream was like 9 months ago.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah, about that time. Yeah. It's kind of wild to think about. Okay, so I'm getting I should stay away from the beach because it's not so much bad, but you know we don't get the fights that we kind of want.
Yeah, the Biostis enemies mainly appear in the forest.
Roger. Preemptive strike. My ass. But yeah, today's been a really good day for recording and stuff and working on stuff. Like I said, I edited a Saturday Showcase, a Saturday Shuffle, which actually, I don't know if it has survived anywhere with me saying the name differently, but originally I was going to call it the Saturday Scramble, where I thought like Saturday Shuffle works better.
Both work decently well.
They do, but I feel like Shuffle feels a little bit less chaotic.
But that's the point of a randomized kind of thing.
True. But there are connotations of Scramble of like, you know, scrambling to put something together, kind of. I don't want it, like some weeks are going to be very like low key, you know, and they're not going to be crazy things every week. But then some weeks there's going to be like more in-depth projects and stuff. Some weeks I might just like, there's a few GTA 3 bonus videos that will probably go up on the Saturday slot. And when we get closer through them. I suppose I'm not going to tell you guys how long the series is going to go on for because that'll be a spoiler. But I can tell you it goes on for a good while. I mean, I kind of spoiled it earlier, but you know, you have to do the math to work out how many weeks that takes and how long that takes us to. It's so funny though, because I will say, obviously, I've said how many episodes it is, but it's quite far into the future. So I've been sort of saying, hypothetically in those episodes, I'm like, if I'm still playing Final Fantasy V at this point, like, because obviously at this point I don't know. When I was recording those, I have no clue if I'd still be playing this game at that point. To be clear, for the reason of, would I have beaten it or not? Because I think it would be like episode 50 at that point. Oh, nope.
Don't want to accidentally spend that money which you were trying to get.
Yeah, it was that moment like, oh shit, no, don't do it. we doing on money? Actually, speaking on money. Damn! This is a good
Yeah.
spot. It's almost like I got advice on where to grind.
I know the grinding spots for every resource. You want XP? I can tell you where to go for that. You want AP? I know a good spot for that.
There we go. Do a little bit more and then I think we'll head back.
Mm.
In the interest of time. Also, yeah, this game, I don't want to say it has my favourite battle theme, but it has the one that I think I don't mind listening to as much. But maybe that's just
Which is
I haven't played this game
interesting
fully
because
yet.
it's effectively the same theme as Final Fantasy 1 through 4.
So I really hope the lag
With
that I'm
just
seeing on OBS isn't showing up on the actual recording.
It only has slight differences between each of the games.
Okay.
There's the other mantle going into effect right there.
I was looking at OBS, I won't lie.
I gathered, but the Elven Cloak did go into effect. There's a sword grab.
Fuck you guys. There you go. 1,200 gil. We making bank here.
Yeah. It's the best place in this part. For now, that is for money.
Ooh.
There is a place called the Gill Cave, which can get you massive amounts of gil at the expense of a really hard fight. But if you can
Makes
beat it,
sense.
you can get up to 50,000 gil.
Damn. That's a lot of gil.
Mm-hmm. And it's repeatable.
Oh.
All you have to do is beat a gill turtle.
Oh. Interesting.
There's a mechanic to it which alters the amount of gil that it drops, but on average you get about 50,000. Because it's dependent on steps within the cave itself.
Interesting.
But at present you cannot get there because you do not have the means.
That's the thing I really like about these games, and it's something that one day I'm looking forward to getting to experience a bit more when I go through, like, because I think I've said before that, like, eventually I'd love to do, like, a replay of all these games. And, like, I really love the idea of going much more deeper, like, you know, trying different things out, like, trying more, like, for this game, for example, trying more of the job classes, like, you know, like, trying to explore more of the optional areas.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I like the idea
so many of the jobs are accommodations are broken.
But I like the idea for, like, my first playthrough of getting minimal help and just sort of, you know, experiencing it and probably screaming it because I'm an idiot and taking 4 magic uses to a magic zone.
I mean, you can do a full magic party. It's just at certain points not advised.
Yeah, having the physical attack is good. But yeah, for those that don't know what I'm referring to Final Fantasy IX, where there's a section where you have to choose 4 party members to go to a magic zone. Actually, 3 party members, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Dane has to go and take 3 other people with him.
Yeah, so what I did was I decided, in my infinite wisdom, that I was going to take 3 magic users, or people that I had set up as magic users, which I think was Garnet, VB, and who was the other one? Was it
I think it was Quino.
Quino or Aiko?
Aiko was another white mage, so I think you kept her back for the other party. So you had a white mage on either side.
I think you're right. Yeah, I've had my moments with these games like this, like fucking.
That what you're explaining right there has happened to quite a few people.
I just was expecting Crew to turn around and be like, no, you idiot, you can't take magic users still magic. And I'm like, why did I expect the game to be like that? Like, the game's not
Hellim's one.
I mean, it was, like, what did I do? I think it was a 45-minute long video. Because it took me to beat that Arc boss. And I think, literally, I beat it and then start recording like another episode. And I was like, oh my god, I finally did it. Because I just had like no audio. Remember, I had no like mic audio for those episodes. I just had my game audio because I was just sort of like, let's just try and beat this kind of thing. Probably like I just scrap the footage if I don't win the fight kind of thing.
It's one of the harder boss battles in the game, regardless. The fact that you have a null magic field in that area as well, and taking a party full of magic users, it's not a fun time.
It was not a fun time, I can attest to that. And then we had it was nowhere near as bad, but when in Final Fantasy X, and then we got to the first boss fight of the game, against a sort of octopus-like creature. What does Miney do? Miney gets confused by the geometry of the level, well, not the geometry, but the layout of you, Riku, who obviously we don't know her name at this point, and the boss. So what does Miney do? Miney heals the boss.
Yeah, I remember this.
And I'd already done, I feel like I'd done a pretty decent amount of damage as well, so I just basically undid all my work.
Yeah, you did 3 times worth of damage.
And I was like, oh my god, I think it took me a second, and then I realised, I was like, oh my god. It was that moment like, fuck's sake.
It's like that moment in the... Oh, is it Naked Gun? Where everybody face palms.
It was deserved. In that moment. I want to make some, look into making some shorts in the new year. And that's one of the benefits of being so far ahead, is I can make some shorts on new content as well. And that's probably one of the moments I want to make a short about, is that, either that or the Final Fantasy IX moment where I took the, just some of those Final Fantasy IX moments. Also, but still, one of my favourite moments will all still be in the Temple of Ancients in Final Fantasy VII, with the rock bit that took me so long to do, and I was getting so pissed off. That's its own video. I made an edited video of that. I was like, oh, suck your rock out fucking dick. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I was not in a good mood at all that day. And Misty loved that, she was howling with laughter.
Yeah, and this was before she even started streaming, in fact.
That's the crazy part, with that, it's so funny to go back to those old streams where I'm like, come on guys, let's get Misty to 400 followers, even though she's never going to stream. And now she streams, and she's a fucking Twitch partner.
Yeah.
What the hell? She did good. I'm so proud.
In her first year, in her first stream, she had more followers than I did.
To be fair, I had quite a few followers. I had a few followers when I started. But a lot of my followers I've sort of gained over the years from my modding stuff. I found, particularly on my approach to 800, that I was having a big trouble getting to 800. Mainly because I think a lot of people were rediscovering me, finding out that I changed content and unfollowing, which is completely fair and completely valid. But what it meant was that it meant that every time I'd say gain 1 or 2 followers, someone else was coming back and being like, oh, this isn't the Miney I followed, or the Minecart I followed. Because back in the day I used to do a lot more JRPGs, and I'm hoping to get back into 8 this year. Hopefully you guys will see me play 8 again on the channel. If you're not, then something went wrong. But yeah, that's the plan. But I'm hoping to mix it in with some of the newer stuff as well, because I'm enjoying the mix that we've got. Because it feels, not to say that Let's Plays are soulless, because I don't think they are. The person who we actually met through, the wonderful Mage Masher, I would say his Let's Plays have so much personality and character in them.
Oh, good, yeah.
And I really love that about his Let's Plays. But there are sometimes where like, at least for me, sometimes I feel like Let's Plays, at least my Let's Plays, I want to make that abundantly clear, are a bit more, I'm trying to get the right word, a bit less soulful, I guess. So like, being able to do other stuff like, you know, playing, or not just playing games, but like, you know, playing games that I already know has been a lot of fun. Like playing for Warn on stream, now that I can actually do that, has been so much fun. Yeah, getting to do stuff like that, playing, you know, like doing like geography quizzes and stuff like that. Like that stream that we did literally like a few weeks back now at the time of recording, where I just went through all my old videos, which started out as a 4-1 stream, and I just went so off the rails, and I randomly decided, and this is what I love about like current generation me, that makes me sound like a Pokemon. What I love about current generation me is I just don't give a fuck anymore, in the sense of like I sunk what was it, Someone Like You by Adele, like in a karaoke vibe. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to sing well. I'm not Bella, who can do opera, which is insane, that woman is. But like, you know, I just, it's full on karaoke singing, and I was watching it back, I peaked the mic a fair bit as well. But I'm just having fun. Like I literally was like, never mind, I'll find someone like you. It was just like, but I do that a lot now. I sometimes just sing on stream, and obviously it's always a bit awkward because I can't play the backing track. So it's just like me singing.
Half of it is just have fun. And
I mean,
if that often is the case, where if you're having fun, so's the chat.
it really was a lot of fun, that stream. CNN's we're nearly at 50,000. I think we'll go to 50k. Right, what do I need? Oh, right, yeah. Need some MP for Dear Ferris.
Only gets 40.
It's something. We'll go buy some more stuff anyway. But yeah, it's just nice to sort of have that sort of like feeling with streaming. It's really nice. Not just with streaming now, but content as a whole. You know, the way I'm treating my content is sort of like I'm kind of doing what I want to do, like, which I always was, but like I'm not.
But to a greater extent now.
Yeah, like I think a lot of my earlier content was a lot of like, you know, trying to copy or clone other stuff or stuff, which is what might actually.
Yeah, you should really be your own person for these kind of things.
Yeah, like obviously there's nothing wrong with taking inspiration and a little bit of, you know, ideas from certain other people's content and like videos I watch. Like you will like, for example, okay, so at the time of this going out, I don't think the first train video would have come out, but I'm starting to do my train vlogs. The first two are going to be like sort of sit down vlogs, filling people in on what's happened so far. But then I did one, actually did it last month, where I did a bunch of stations that around me that I'd missed, and it sort of, I was watching it back and I'm like, I'm really happy with it, but there's definitely like inspiration of like, you know, other training YouTubers that I already watch. Nearly did it, but I caught myself just in time. But I'm like, but a part of me's like, well, yeah, you know, this is your first video experimenting with this, you know, like. And the thing with train videos is like, I can't exactly go back and record a second take if I come home editing it and like, you know, I realise that, oh, I need to be loud. Like literally the intro of my first proper vlog, I had to just scrap and literally talk over in the edit because like you couldn't hear me at all. With the rattling of the train, you couldn't hear me, but I didn't want to speak too loudly on the train because I didn't want to look weird in the middle of the train.
And do the Happy Trigger TV going, hello, I'm on the train.
There's someone sitting across from me, like on that train, and he was just talking to someone on the phone. It's like, I don't mind people using the phone on like transport in public, because lo and behold, I would do it later on that same day. But it's like when it's all you can hear. To be fair, the train was quiet that day, which is why I think recording my like intro was sort of okay. So the original plan was that I was going to record the intro. I guess this is a bit of a spoiler, but I was going to record the intro like on the platform before the train arrived. But I had to spend about 10 minutes buying my ticket from a member of staff because the lady that served me told me that in 20 years she'd never been asked for the specific ticket that I brought, which was essentially just a regular day tripper that we have here in the West Midlands, plus a certain extension that allows you to go up to like Rugeley, because normally it would end at Bloxwich North, but this extension extends that to Rugeley Dren Rally, which is the bit I was doing. And it's she said in 20 years she's never had someone try to buy it. So we spent about 10-15 minutes going through it, and I was starting to worry I was going to miss the train. And the problem with that line is it gets like a half an hourly service. So like if I missed a train, I was going to have my whole day knocked by half an hour, which wasn't that bad of a problem. But I had a phone call appointment that I was going to be taking. I literally took a phone call appointment at Walsall train station. But I timed it so I could be there and find somewhere quiet. And of course, 2 fucking freight trains come through when I'm on the phone.
Of course. Can't catch a break.
It just turns out this was like a new person I was seeing because the old person's had their contract changed, so they're no longer in the same role. Presumably, as I would expect, and this is what I think, that they were just a bit shit at their job, if I'm being honest. But it was like, it was the thing of like, oh, okay, I guess this is where we're at now. I'm having a phone call in a situation like this. Okay. But yeah, I think we're pretty much at 50k. So I think we will probably...
Well.
We will probably...
It's probably going to go down.
Oh.
Same with Faris, actually, and Lennon.
They're all very low on health.
Apart from yourself.
Yeah, Miney's got so much health.
Because this is the perks of the evasion tank build.
There we go.
You'll be evading, on average, 80% of the time from physical attacks.
But yeah, you really do need the high potions at this point, don't you?
Yeah.
Do one more.
Like I said, the potions just
50k.
don't cut it at this point.
I really hope that the footage isn't looking as laggy as it is on my OBS preview. From what I've known in the past, like it will look a bit laggy on OBS, but in actual the actual recording, it's okay.
It's not looking laggy for me. So there's that.
I'll watch it back a little bit when we're finished, and we'll see where we're at. If needs be, I can try and change the stuff that Aeth's getting, so maybe it's a little bit less quality. The Aeth can still see what's going on, but maybe not in so high quality. I mean, it's not like I'm streaming to you in 1080p, but yeah. Okay, this should be it. This should be 50k. Nice. Let's go back
nearly
to
51.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, I guess maybe we're gonna get 51.
One more for luck.
Yeah. Ah, Faris is on 69 HP. Well, not Faris.
Nice.
Oh, it is Faris, actually. Bio. I gotta make sure I don't. I'm a little bit tired, so I gotta make sure I don't accidentally use the money spell.
Zenikage.
Yes, because if I do, I am gonna be so pissed off. Hey, perfect. Okay, now we should be on 51k, I assume. Yes, we are. Cool. Okay, now we're gonna go. Not that one. This one. We're going.
Oh, excuse me.
Back down and to the left.
I don't think my mute key stopped that cough coming through. Apologies.
No, it is. The thing about my GTA videos is that because I've had a bit of a cough for the past couple of weeks, it's just gonna seem like I've had a cough for months. I recorded so many in a row. It's literally just gonna seem like I just constantly have a cough, and I literally had to say in those videos a few times. I'm like, so just to clarify, I'm not ridiculously ill. I'm just recording these very quickly and in succession. Okay, so this is such a weird way to end this video, ending basically where we started. But I'm going to end this episode here. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and head into the castle and buy some wares. And we'll look back at that clue that we got about where to go next. But anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. As ever, if you have enjoyed, please don't forget to like it. And if you're new around here, please do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. Also, be sure to check out Aeth. I will link him in the description down below. He is a wonderful person and an amazing streamer. He plays a lot of RPG games on his channel. His favourite RPG is Grandia. So if you're a fan of Grandia or this game as well, because this is his favourite Final Fantasy game. And as he mentioned, he is planning to do a modded... it was modded, wasn't it?
Yes, modded Final Fantasy 9 after I complete my latest challenge run of Grandia.
Indeed, so if you want to check that out, be sure to go and follow Aeth over on Twitch. If he hasn't already started that, then he'll be starting that, I'm sure, very soon. But anyway guys, from the both of us, thank you for watching, and we will see you all soon. Goodbye!
Bye everyone.